This is Love Mastery Healthy Relationships Workshop, which we do every Monday afternoon. We'd love to see you here. Please come join us. And Elle is the star of the show today. She's got so much stuff to share with us. If you don't know who Elle is, she is a renowned expert in the realms of calling in the one, conscious uncoupling, and laser coaching. She has certificates in these powerful modalities. She specializes in helping individuals release limiting beliefs, process emotional blocks, and realign energy to manifest soul enriching partnerships. And we are going to talk a little bit today about things that I am unaware of. I'll take it from here because I don't have an outline on this, but I'm excited to see what we're going to chat about today. We're also going to be sharing some free resources. So if you haven't gotten some of the cool free things that she has offered over on the Great Discovery, we're going to share those links as well so that you can grab those and see all the things that she is going over there. So take it away, Elle.
Hi, hello everyone. So I tend to call this love mastery because I feel that we all are looking to be in that space of love that is always has been in our heart. And for some reason, from our past experiences or whatever is happening in our life today, we tend to gravitate to other emotions other than love, which can be anger, it can be all the negative emotions, or something that is not aligned with who we are deeply inside of us. So I dedicated these half an hour sessions just to
Just
interact
rejoin
and see if there is any
the
question,
meeting.
if there is any interactions, or if any question that comes up, be happy to
So we
answer
have
that. I coach my clients through Calling in the One book, and also the first step, or the first three. Let's talk about the first step of how to open our heart to bring love back to our life when we have been going through ups and downs in our lives, specifically sometimes in our childhood that we have been carrying to this day. First step that I help my clients with that we can actually explore here today is self-love and self-care. The question would be to ask yourself, am I in that space in my life that I can be able to take care of myself and know exactly what my needs are in a relationship, in life? It doesn't matter if you're in a relationship, is a loving relationship, or it's just interaction that you have with your family or at business. Are you in that space of understanding what your needs are? So that would be the first question that I would like to bring it out here and see if anybody wants to answer that. I know I have talked to Sylvia in the past, so would you want to answer this? Because I know that you're...
So, and now this is in regards to the self-love part, or
Yeah, so do you know what your needs are in a relationship with others?
So in regards to attracting, or in regards to heart-centered, like-minded individuals that want to build
Yeah.
something?
Yes, if you want to build a beautiful, healthy, loving relationship, do you know in that relationship what your needs are? Can you verbalize it? Can you talk to that person? If you have met him or not yet, but do you know if you're in your heart, you can say, you know what, I'm looking for someone who my needs are somebody who will be consistent, who can be, so me and him can communicate in a healthy, loving way. This can be your needs. I want someone who is honest. So do you...
Well, I don't have it physically in front of me, but I have done it in the past in regards to some of those qualities. But I don't know, as far as I'm concerned, I might as well set the boundaries right off the beginning.
Just give me
Why not?
one need. Just give me one need that you know that is specific to you, and that's
Well,
what you need from...
communication for sure.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So communication is the one that
Yeah.
Sylvia is looking for. In that respect of communication, it's actually interesting. I just had a live event with Monica on my YouTube channel, we just talked about communication. So let's just go into that today and
Yeah.
see if that communication that you guys at Sylvia is looking for. Is it communication? There's two types of it. Are you, or we're going to put Sylvia aside. We're not going to talk about am I in a space of being able to communicate my needs in a way that is coming from me? That is not, if, oh, you know what, you did this, you said this to me, and this is what happened. You're blaming the other person for that. But instead of saying, you know what, I would like to talk to you about that interaction that we had the other day. What happened was that it made me feel unhappy, but I wanted to talk to you about this so we can see if we can remedy this for the next time and see how we can connect, we can talk about this. So that would be one way of saying it, instead of like saying, oh, you did this and it made me feel this way, in a way that you're blaming the other person.
Sorry, I realized it was on mute. So yes, thank you very much. That's definitely offering to say it, to wait, to hear what his response will be. Yeah.
Yeah. Or at the same time, you can say, you know what, something came to my mind from our interactions. It's very small, but I would like to have a conversation. Is it a good time now, or do you want to talk tomorrow, or whenever it's best for you and me, both of us? So we just
Right.
get the permission at the beginning, and then make sure that you don't blame the other person. And on the other
Right.
side, of the communication, if somebody is coming to you and asking you and telling you that they want to talk to you, how are
Right.
you going to react to that? Let's look at that. Are you open to receive that communication in a way that you're not judging the other person? Are you open to be able to listen with your, from your inner heart, from that ear that is very deep? So that means that you don't think that they're blaming you. They just want to have a conversation, and you say, okay, yes, I'm open to hearing what you have to say, not looking at it in a way that is negative on your side. So I'm just telling you that the communication is two-sided. It's not just one-sided. So
Right.
for both person to be able to communicate in a loving, healthy way, both has to be in the same space. So that would be something that my need is communication. But if you're looking at the communication that you are doing on your side and you're listening to other person, are you in that space? Have you mastered that communication that would be loving and healthy for that person that you're bringing into your life? All I'm saying is, when your needs are communication, make sure that communication that comes from you, it's in that space of healthy first. Because if you're not in that healthy space of communication, guess what? You're going to bring that unhealthy person that communicates in a negative way to you.
Well, let's just trust that he's such a hot sweetie that I just can't resist to sit down and have a conversation.
Why not? But sometimes it doesn't work that way.
But it's just almost hard to comprehend, because I really didn't get much communication in the other one. So I want to
Yeah.
trust that this one will be different. So
Yeah, but that communication, that commitment comes from you. That you're
right.
going to, first step is to communicate to yourself what my
Yeah.
need is, to have a healthy, loving communication. Let's start by having that healthy, loving communication to myself.
Right.
Ask myself question during the day. What are you feeling? What do you need? What your needs are right now? So that would be something that you can practice on your own before bringing that loving, heartful match for yourself. So practice that. That would be something that I would invite you to do, Sylvia.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. So exploring our needs, this is something that we can look at, imagine, put it in our heart, journal about it. That's a first step to see if we are in that space of loving ourselves. If we're not in love and have that love for ourselves, how can we bring that person? How can we love the other person? So in order for us to get to that space, the self-discovery is the key to understand who we are, what our needs are, and where we want to go in life with that relationship or work, anything. It just doesn't matter. It's just wherever you are today. That's the first step, self-discovery. It may take you, I don't know, 4 months, 2 days, 1 hour to really go deep and understand that specific space that you are today and where you want to be in 2 days, or when you discover who you are and what your needs are. I'm telling you, it's not easy. You just have to go to that space of love and go deep and don't judge yourself and just be in a space of understanding that you are open to receive what comes up from your heart about yourself. So that's the first step. So the second step is self-care. Self-care is something that a lot of people kind of go to that space of not knowing exactly what it means to them. It may mean to some people to, okay, take a day off or half an hour off or half a day off. But what you do during that half a day or 1 hour or the whole day, it's important. Something that actually sits well with you, something that you want, that you enjoy. Maybe it's just a walk around the block. Maybe it's just going bike riding. Maybe it's not activity, but just reading a good book, just watching a good movie. It doesn't matter. Whatever it is as a self-care. Maybe just taking some time to reflect. Maybe you journal. That would be something that you give yourself. Those are the times that it's a self-care. Taking a bubble bath for some people is a self-care. So whatever, explore and see what is that you're looking for as a self-care space for you. What makes your heart happy in that 1 hour, half a day that you spend time with yourself or with loved ones? Doesn't matter. Sometimes it's easier and it's you enjoy having some time off to be by yourself, to get that bubble bath, to just, be in that space of interacting with yourself, to be in that calmness, to be in that space of love for yourself. That's called self-care. And being in that space without judging yourself, without being, okay, what am I doing? I have so much work to do. I have all these people waiting for me. No, the self-care has to be in that space of calmness, in that space that you deserve to give yourself that 1 hour, 2 hours, half a day, whatever it is that you're giving yourself, enjoy it. Because at the end of that self-care time, when you come out of it, when you go and, do the whatever you do during the day and interacting with other people, you will feel it. You're going to be a different person because you gave yourself that time of relaxation, being with yourself, even journaling, walking, listening to music, whatever it is, that's the time for you to relax, and that's the self-care for you. So with my clients, I give them a 10 or 20 self-care and they pick whatever they want, and then we go over it and say, okay, so during this week, did you at least give yourself 1 or 2 hours a week about that self-care? Is anything has changed in that perspective of interacting with other people when you did that versus weeks before when you have not? Because there would be a big difference if you do that on a weekly basis. Give yourself that space and time. So anybody wants to talk about their own self-care that we can talk
I like
about?
the walk in the forest. I was hugging a tree or two today, and there's a heart-shaped rock. So I usually put the heart around the rock, and then a bigger heart. And I usually say I, and then the love, of course, and then the you. So I figure, well, if I need to see it for myself, hopefully other people will enjoy the message as well.
Beautiful. I'm a tree hugger too. I do it every morning when I walk. So it gives me a different perspective and actually the energy I feel. So beautiful. Hala, you wanted to share something too?
Yes, I love hugging trees. Oh my God, all the stuff you said, it is so, so, so important. It was like everything's so on point because when I back in my 20s when I experienced all of that. And those are the steps that you need to take because it's so crucial. Those steps will get you there. And having like Coach L by your side to guide you and be that accountability, to be that motivation and inspiration, to have that, it's so important. So I just wanted to share it is important because I experienced it and I know I went through physical abuse marriage and I went through such bad relationships all throughout until 2008, which I created. I say my king, I created and soulmate. So I'm blessed and
Good.
happy, thank God. But it is so important. This is like it, as she says, it all starts with yourself. And if you have that relationship with yourself, that is loving, it just comes out. So I just wanted to, I enjoy listening to it because it is so important and so many people blame others for their own thing. It's not about anyone else. When you fix you, everyone will come to you. It'll work out. So love this, enjoying this. Thank you. Go on.
Beautiful. Thank you. I guess when we get to this place, I have this self-discovery journal that I would like to gift it to whoever, everybody who's here. And you can, I'm going to put the link in the chat. It's a very short couple of pages, so you can just download it and just use it on a weekly basis. You can add questions to it. And then maybe in like a month or so, go back to it and see if anything that you wrote like a month before or 2 months before has changed. So this would be something, if you're not journaling, that would be a first step for you to start and understand who you are and what you want and what your needs are. Any other, Sherry, would you like to comment? Or Bree? Do you do self-care?
I do. I do. I wanted to say, I think Holly did some self-care because your nails are looking superb today. Your fingernails, they look all pretty. You got them done. They look great. I do. And it just depends on what I feel like doing that day. But yeah, I take the time. I think it's that I take the time for me. I've talked about this before, but I think I prioritize myself, and that's super important, whether it's what I'm gonna like choosing something to eat for myself that I know is taking care of myself, or disconnecting for a part of the day, taking my lunch and just saying, shut down, don't answer the phone, don't do the things, make that time for myself. That is my self-care, right? So I have to, and I think there's a difference because especially for people that work at home, we will be like, oh, I'm not going to work this afternoon. I have to get this done, or I'm going to just go do this. But the whole time we're doing that, then we're thinking, oh my gosh, I should be working. I should be doing this. Oh, I have so much I have to get done. Why am I doing this? And that defeats the purpose. So really making sure, even if all you have is 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, whatever it is, doing it, but also not taking any of that stuff with you when you do something for yourself, right? Not I should be doing, no, I should be doing this right here, right now. That's what I should be doing. I know I have all that stuff to do, but I have to do this too. This is as important, if not more important than all of that, what feels like is piling up work or whatever responsibility is, that we have to do. So I think that's really important, is that when we do take the time for self-care, that we really are truly diving deeply into it and enjoying it and shrugging off all of those feelings of guilt for taking the time for ourselves.
Yeah, beautiful, beautifully said. We only have few more minutes. I would want to actually, there is another ebook and workbook that I have that would talk about, and you can go deeper on understanding what your needs are in a loving relationship. If you're in that space of would like to date someone, or even if you're dating, or if you're in a relationship, these questions or the work sheet would, answering those questions will help you to see where you are in that relationship. So I would also put that on in the chat. So you can take a look at that. Oh, and then this is a form that if you like to be on my email list, if you fill out the form, I'd be happy to. I've sent one or twice a week emails that are mostly all of the emails are about relationships and also all the events that I'm talking is coming up for me and workshops and all that. So that's something that if you're interested in, here's the form and if you be kind enough to fill it out. So here's the pathway to heartful connections that you can also get through the Great Discovery.
That happened to me like 3 times. I've been seeing cats on the table with the bell going. So why I'm laughing.
So anybody has any questions? We only have a few more minutes left. I wanted to be mindful about the time.
So do I have to unlock access to get it? Do I have to unlock access
Yes.
in the Great
Yeah, you just
Discovery?
have to fill out a profile. So if you
Okay.
click on that, then it'll ask you, do you want to be a learner or an affiliate? You can just pick learner.
Yeah.
There's no cost to it. And then you just fill out a page
Absolutely free.
basically so that if you want to get back to it, it remembers you and, just like any of the things you have to sign up for, just put your information in and then it'll open that. So then when you go back and log in, you can pick up where you left off or reread something or however you want to do it.
Okay, so there's a 6-page PDF interactive workbook. Is that it?
Yes. Now
Okay, so
yeah,
if
and
I
then
click on it, like it looks like it has a little lock beside it. So
I think you have to sign on the Great Discovery to be a learner, and then it will open it up for you because it's a free
okay,
ebook.
so maybe I didn't go all the way through first. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll ask you like just your name and address and basic like
Okay.
email and password, I think.
Okay.
So that you can log in and then get your
It makes it easy. Next time you want to go in, it's just right there. So
Yep.
it's just like an Amazon, your Amazon link that you go in. So it just asks you the stuff.
because there's a lot of other courses on
And
there as well that you
Well,
can
you
do.
also have another one that's really good, and it's what? It's only $4, $4.99. It's such a phenomenon. I highly recommend. I like that one too.
Yeah,
That's
that
big
one
one
is
now.
about let me see where the name is. 5 unlocking lasting love, 5 essential key to thriving relationship. Those 5 keys are essential. Yes, that's the one.
Yeah,
That's
because it's
what I know.
important. It's so important on those things, and it's only $4.99, so it's nothing.
So
Okay, well, thank you, ladies. I do have something right at 6:30,
Oh, yeah.
but this has been great. I'll certainly invite people to come back. What's today? Monday, you said? Monday at 6.
Perfect.
Yeah.
We love that. Thank you so much. Always good to see you, Sylvia.
No problem.
thank you, Sylvia.
Thank you,
Thank you, Holly.
Okay,
Thank
have a good
Thanks,
day.
Sherry.
Thank you.
Bye, Sylvia.
Bye.
Bye.